It's covering for my family. I had another video I should have added to this video. This is a situation with a family member, and it's been doing it for years. Why would my devices repeatedly cover for my family members? So I'm giving commentary on what happened on Facebook. All my devices have been giving me problems this morning. I recorded how I was typing in things, trying to do a description, and it would not. It was going really, really slow, making it problematic where I can barely do the description. So I picked up another device, and then it would not open for me to do the description. It was stuck with the Facebook logo, with the YouTube logo. So I decided not to upload that, and then I'm still having problems. It just got to the point to where they put me on punishment. You see that it's not moving. So I'm trying to prove that whoever's controlling my family is also controlling my devices, and repeatedly they cover for my family and the police department. I'm not quite certain on why they would condone someone sending me death threats and threatening to hurt me, multiple different family members, on blatant lies. No one will explain their behavior. They just want to enforce problems. Look at the time, 8:45. Since I'm recording, it adjusted. I'm going to keep this pause because it will change back when I start recording. So here's something, I'm still waiting on the upload. This is something that I've realized and I try to communicate. It's like one of my family members are talking through someone else. The terminology and the words they use, it does not appear to be their own. So the messages are really toxic, humiliating, and degrading. Okay, this is a common theme with a lot of people in my circle. Well, here's the problem. My son is a lot younger than me. Of course, he's my son, and he used retarded. And then someone else the very same day used retarded. And I've tried to express this before. And then people were putting me, saying that they were trying to degrade me and say that I smell sour at multiple different locations. But, people really, truthfully, I wanted to have perfume and, bath gel. I like that. Nonetheless, they said that I smell sour. So they were just an avenue to insult me. There are people that smell horrible, but for some kind of way, I was publicly humiliated in front of groups of people where staff would come up to me with security and tell me that I smelled sour. So one day they said that I smelled sour and I was sick. They did this in days when it was problematic because I wanted to get my own shower, and they made it problematic for me to shower. And then nonetheless. So this particular day, I was sick, and then they said you need to take a shower. I said it's not shower time. I was about to anyway, and I don't believe that it was really an issue. I felt like I was being slandered nonetheless they say no, you need to take a shower now. I said, okay, you're going to open the shower early? They said, yes. People were getting reports that you smell sour. Other people have said that. That's a bizarre terminology. So nonetheless, I get up to shower and they say, no, you need to get out anyway. What was really happening is someone that wanted me to put my safety at risk by putting me out, knowing there was nowhere I could go, knowing I getting violated on the bus, and all my experiences, and they wanted to put me out to cause emotional distress. So it was a scam to put me out. So when I got up to shower, they couldn't use that as an alibi, so they put me out anyway. When I questioned why they were putting me out, they said, if you leave without questioning us, you get 1 day. If you question us, then we'll give you a week. So they demanded that I get out and not tell me why they did it. These are violations of my constitutional rights to repeatedly treat me like this, ostracize, violate, publicly humiliate me. Then I got to the point to where they banned me because someone assaulted me. I was trying to get to my bed. This is the same party that was at DART, told the DART representative not to talk to me, and she didn't. Then I was trying to get route information. She wouldn't give me route information, and then I came back and she needed to publicly humiliate me and slander me as well. So the lady, when I was trying to get to my bed, she pushed me and almost made me fall, and then said, don't come that way. And I went to security and tried to tell security that this woman was terrorizing me and also had stopped me at DART to tell the DART representative to not give me route information. They didn't. Multiple different DART drivers. So nonetheless, the security wouldn't help, and that's against the policy. You can't shove someone and almost make someone fall, put your hands on someone. She should have been put out, but they banned me for being treated like that. They covered for it. So they banned me 22 days for this lady putting her hands on me. I called, their con was, since security wouldn't help, I called. And I said that this woman is scaring me because she put her hands on me and she has also stalked me. And I have a bed by her and she put her hands on me. I called because security wouldn't come. They said, don't call again. They had already let other people assault me on camera footage and did nothing. They said it was no big deal and that's against policy. I don't know what you heard because my device is glitching. So I haven't been back. They won't let me back, and they won't give me an explanation on why they let people assault me, all the thefts, why they stole from me, didn't follow protocol and threw my things away early. And I saw my items. They wanted to play mind games. And they said I was there, but I think they threw the things away at like 8 or 9. I can't remember the exact time. I came 20 minutes before that time, and they said, sorry, we threw it away early. And they wanted me to see my items. I called the police on them because they kept coming up with excuses to take everything that I had. I was already homeless. And then I built up a wardrobe, and they scammed to take it. I've called all these groups around. Oh, my device is glitching again. Oh my goodness, it just does its own thing. I don't want to have to re-record. I'm sorry, you guys. I paused it and then paused. So this is a representative that cursed me out. You can see. Calling someone. I asked about the weird. I asked her which bus to catch, and she's telling me she's calling someone because I want to know what bus to catch. Does this look familiar? So the printer's not working. I asked her to give me a printout of route information. People think they can call someone and bully me, so she has the camera out good. Yeah. Okay. I just want a route information, that's it. She wouldn't give it to me. I don't know, ma'am. It say DD on there. I just asked you, the printer don't work. First off, the bus that she told me to catch doesn't exist. And when I went out to try to get you'll see, try to show the bus schedule, someone had went in there and changed out the bus schedule, telling me to catch a bus that didn't exist. So when I was about to record it, and then another bus came, and you just have to see it to believe it. So the DART driver was already prearranged to deny me transit with a bus pass in my hand. Right. Does both of them go to our column? 12 downtown. There's not a 12 downtown. There's only 2 on the whole schedule for all today. What else? There's a 12 Westmoreland, and I think 2 bus that run the whole day. So I'm asking if it's the downtown. So she got to do. Look, I mean, when are they going to jail? So she's threatening the police because I want route information and slandering me like my family. She has a mental illness slander. That was my second time. I've been here. They don't want me riding the 12 because it's easy. So all of this madness is just so I can't get on the 12 because it's easy access to our calling. So it's for profit.
So the police
So
department,
this
let me pause
lady,
it. The police department's behind it, so they have people call the police to enforce crimes.
last time I was here, she wouldn't give me directions. A woman that, there's a cleaning lady right there waiting, supervising it. That may be a police officer. So here's the thing. The lady, last time the lady that shoved me told this lady not to give me directions. The lady that shoved me at Austin Street. And she didn't. She just called me a crazy bitch and she stabbed. Crazy bitch. So it's time for them to go to jail. So she's calling the police on me and calling me a crazy bitch. She knows that the police are behind it, so she can feel comfortable calling someone a crazy bitch for profit. This is the staff. So the truth of the matter is she probably switched the schedules out.
But that don't. You see, she flipped me off.
So she just flipped me off. It's time for him to go to jail. Stupid ass, flipped me off. She probably switched that schedule out. And then calling the police on me. And I got a mental illness, but she called me a crazy bitch, and she's a DART employee. That's where she's supposedly working. DART employees are supposed to say crazy bitch. Or flip people off for wanting instructions and direction. And trying to go to our calling, a Christian organization. So she's on her phone for an emergency, because I'm trying to go to our calling on an easy bus route. And another problem of it is she switched out the bus route to commit a crime. Because there's only 2 DDs. The whole thing, we've already seen the schedule. She probably did it. So she has to gaslight me and mistreat me and try to scare me so I won't have the easy route. That's what it's about. Because if I could get over here and catch the 12, I just get off at our calling. It's easy. So someone can bribe her to make it hard for me to get places, make me fall out and kill me and murder me. Because that's what they want.
So the reason being why I said that is because at this particular time, I would get really dizzy and sick. And then sometimes I felt like I was going to faint. And evidence that I fainted is when I was being set up with Judge Crane. I actually fainted in his courtroom, and he called 911, and the ambulance came, and then they tried to send me a bill for it in corruption.
Me to get dizzy. I have an aide, so if you make me walk a long time, help me out, DART. And they do it.
So at that particular time, I don't know what was going on, if it was anemia or what was happening, but I get dizzy. And then, like I said, there's evidence that I fainted. So they would escalate the harassment and deprive me of food. I would get dizzy when I didn't eat. That's why I thought that they were trying to kill me, because if I get dizzy and all these different places are depriving me of food and water, what would you think that would feel like?
So her whole objective is to prevent me from being here, catching the bus easy, like all other people can do. She didn't want to tell me, was it Westmoreland? And let's go look at it again. This is why she's flipping me off and acting crazy to cover for this. She said it's only the downtown one I can catch. Well, I've already recorded. There's a 12 Hatcher station right there trying to hurry up and run off. That's the 12, it didn't stop there.
So I was new to catching the bus. I didn't really know. And
where is it going? I'm trying to go to our calling. I'm trying to get it right to go to our calling. Ma'am? I don't know what you're talking about. I'm going to ask her so she can direct me. She don't want to. I'll ride it and then just push the button.
I have a bus pass in my hand.
You can't do that. You gotta have a destination. I do, but you don't know how to get there. How I get there?
Okay, so DART drivers as an alibi. I know my abusers controlling transit. That's an incredible story. So DART drivers, to be able to control my transit, demanded that a destination. That way he can set up chaos wherever I was going, knowing you never believe my story. Everyone else using transit pushes the button on the bus, but they demand a destination as an alibi to keep me from using transit and corruption.
I call and you don't know about it. So I just push the button. I know the 12 takes you there. No. It's not going to hold like that.
She don't want me on that bus because she changes into the bus I need. They're scamming to keep me from using transit, knowing you never believe my story, saying I don't know what bus, I'm confused. And they won't tell me. You just don't. And my phone's hacked, so I can't look it up on my phone. So I'm trapped.
It's
just not gonna jump on my bus and tell me you're gonna get on the bus. You think you know where you're going?
Huh?
You got to know where you're going.
I do. I just got to push the bus when I get in there because you don't know where it's at and you're driving it. But I know the 12 gets there.
What's more than 12 get there? So you think?
I don't know, but you don't know either. But I know I got to ride the 12.
12 to get what?
To our calling, you don't know about it, and she don't either. So I just want to ride the bus and push the button like normal people when I get there.
I have a bus pass in my hand. I'm showing her.
The who?
She's calling the police because I'm trying to ride the bus with the bus
pass in my hand. I can't ride the bus to go where I need to go.
You need to know where exactly.
I'm telling you, and you won't. I need to go to our calling. It's on the number 12 route.
How you know it's on number 12?
Because I wrote it before, but I don't remember. I'm new to trying to catch it, and people have an interest in me not knowing.
We don't supposed to know that. We just supposed to know our route.
Okay, well then I don't understand why you're arguing. I just want to catch the 12.
Just telling you what
okay.
See there on the bus, so you don't come up here to me.
I'm not. I'm just.
I have a bus pass in my hand that I'm showing her.
You don't know where our calling is, so I'll just push the button.
I just bringing back trauma of how they disrespected me and violated me, and just repeatedly got away with it. They almost killed me.
Okay, well, Malcolm X over there by Malcolm X and
Malcolm X going that way.
Well, I'll ride it, and then let's see.
I have a bus pass.
Well, but I know it's the 12.
I'm saying, if you saying to go around about Malcolm X.
Where are you going? Where are you going? I don't know. I'm trying to ride. I know that I got to catch the 12, but I don't know why you guys get so volatile when I try to catch the bus. Okay, well, if number 12 goes there.
I say number 12 goes over that way. We'll get on.
She has came out. She has came out to try to help, save, rescue her, and keep her from letting me catch the bus.
It's on camera footage. You can't deny it. I don't understand why they're free. It's obvious. 1 + 1 is 2. She done came out to make sure I didn't catch the bus, just so I can make. They want to make sure I don't eat.
I'm calling her food.
All these applause.
The 12 goes that way. You said Malcolm X going that way. I'm not going that way.
So which one? There's
the one going that direction.
Okay, but which one? There's 2. She didn't want to tell me.
Over there.
There's 2.
You're not listening.
There's 2 over there,
right?
Let me pause
it. I was new to catching the bus. They changed out the schedule. This is how much power is abused, and it had 12 downtown and 12 Westmoreland. There's not a 12 downtown. She's deliberately strategizing her words for confusion. All she had to say is go catch the 12 Westmoreland or the 12 downtown. But I'm trying to show that these people are prearranged before I meet them, even trying to use transit.
Go over there, number 12, go over there.
It just any of them, because it said that there's 2.
You're not understanding what I just said?
I do, but I don't know which one, because there's 2. Which one? There's a downtown Dallas and Westmoreland.
You go over there, Westmoreland, over there. I'm hatching.
Okay, because it's 2. It says downtown Dallas and Westmoreland. I don't know what it means. Okay, so be just over there.
So
okay, they won't bully
that other party has blatantly lied, then cursed me out and flipped me off. Armies full of bus drivers did it. So you think that I'm joking that they almost killed me? Multiple bus drivers will slam the door and drive off on me. One of them did it and slammed my hand in the door. Okay, I was bleeding, dark cover for it, and the police. Okay, I was bleeding all over the place. They wouldn't give me a Band-Aid. It was during COVID or a paper towel. Blood all over the place. Okay, I went to Oxford Street. They were lying and said they were out of Band-Aids. They do this all the time. Everything is controlled. So then I said, well, I'm going to tape it up with some tissue. Can I have some Scotch tape? We don't have anywhere out. I said, and then I looked because I know that they keep lying to me. I said, there's some tape right there. And then they looked disappointed and went ahead and gave me the tape. But they treat me like this in all environments. They will blatantly lie to keep me in problems. So then this particular time, they let everybody in, drove off, and I was all dressed up and about to meet someone. So I was beating on the door and leaning on the door. And the bus driver drove off in malice while I was leaning on it. Well, when I was leaning on it, I almost fell up under the bus, and I prayed and said, Lord, please don't let me fall up under this bus. I'll be ran over. So then I was able, out of prayer, to regain my balance, and I didn't fall up under the bus. I saw the wheels, and there was a gap right there where I would if I would have fallen, I would have fell up under the bus and got ran over. That prompted me to go to make a report because they had almost killed me. So then when I went to go make the report, the police department's behind the insanity. So Lindsay, badge number 61, DART police arrested me for trying to do that report on how all these DART drivers conspire to keep me from using transit and blatantly lie on me. Since the police department's behind it, he had to protect his conspirators, so then they arrested me. Then I was slandered by Randall Scott and deprived of they demanded that I was mentally ill so these people could get away with crimes on camera footage. Randall Scott still has not called me back. I couldn't go to court to plead my case. They demanded that I go to Terrell State Hospital. That's when the hot water was hot, scalding hot, and the cold water was scalding hot. I never did go to court. They did dismiss the charges, but I was still violated and had to spend all that time on those false charges. Then they wanted to add insult to injury. I served time in jail getting violated. I can't even express what I experienced. They put me in isolation, played games with food, had me take off all my clothes for a wardrobe change. I had panties and bra on. They staged conflict, started an argument, and left me with no clothes. It was winter, and they had it freezing cold, the air on. They said that they couldn't control it. And, and then they tried to give me a blanket that had something wrong with it, half a blanket. So nonetheless, then they tried to be funny. They were depriving me of recreation. They gave me recreation when I didn't have clothes. So I came out like that, and they said, you can't come out like that. I said, you won't give me clothes. So then they were forced to give me the clothes. I know it's taken a lot of time, but I'm trying to expose this conspiracy, and conspiracy crimes I thought were federal charges.